Hey loves, and welcome to my YouTube channel. MASA SELKA is my name if you're new here. If I return, it's a bit idle. How you there? And before you wonder why it looks like I'm doing all of this at night, I am doing it at night. Reason being, my days have been hectic lately. I made some other video last time because I thought I would be consistent, but adulting has been holding me on a chokehold, so that's why I'm making this video at night. And also I'm making this video at night because I have suffered so bad to find answers to my problems. So I just wanted to make a video because when I tried to search, I couldn't find anybody who has given me straightforward answers. And when you're having a problem, the last thing you want is people who keep making it too complex, because it's difficult as it is. So today's video is just basically telling you guys how to get monetized if you are in an eligible company. Please hold on, my phone is ringing. So sorry about that. I am currently having a cold, or just flu. Let me not be in denial. I have flu, so I might cough here and there during our video because cold honestly doesn't. I just wanted to say I'm currently not in an eligible company. Country. I'm not in an eligible country. There's a couple of countries that when you go to your settings, you realize they're the ones that are monetized. So if you're somebody whom you are not, where it's monetized, you first and foremost have to choose a country that is eligible for monetization. Now, normally people would just say, just choose a country that is eligible. What I'm gonna say is I'm gonna be specific, because first and foremost, before you care about that, you need to know that there's a requirement for 4,000 watch hours, and there's also a requirement for you to be having 1,000 subscribers. Now, once you have those things, that's when being in a eligible country. Why do I keep saying oh my god, why do I keep saying country? I mean company. This is weird. I'm supposed to be saying country. Yes, so once you are in an eligible country, you've chosen those things, then you need to be worried about the eligibility of the country. But that's not important as well. The most important thing is, do you know somebody who is actually in that country who has a tax number? That's gonna be the most important thing, because what had happened was I had chosen South Africa initially as the eligible country that I as my location, right? And then the people that I know who are in South Africa couldn't be of help. So not that they don't have tax numbers, but you need somebody whom you could actually trust, somebody who could actually trust you with their things. Because there are people whom I knew and I couldn't get them to let me use their tax numbers, because a lot of people get skeptical about if they're gonna be taxed, what is the country gonna get angry at them, those very funny things. So you just need somebody who is willing to take a chance on you as well. So for now, I'm using a friend. He's in for you to be able to use somebody else's context. You're gonna name that account that person. So the other question that I struggled to find was, am I able to open an account with my email but then use somebody else's name? It is possible. I'm the one who's in charge of my AdSense. I just use his name, I just use his documents, but it's my email. I just included his so that it made sense why somebody hasn't, so AdSense does allow you to add that person's email address. You just invite them and you include them also as an admin. But lucky for me, I know he's too busy to even care about checking what's happening. So it's basically I'm the one who manages what's happening there. So once you know somebody there who also has a tax number, because they're gonna need a tax number, everything gets confirmed. They also have to have a location and be sure. I think in some countries it helps because they get their mail delivered to their houses. Like my friend, for example, that's how it didn't take long to get my location verification, address verification, because they get their mail delivered to their houses. So for other countries, I think like South Africa, you would have to write the postal office that is nearby instead, because they don't do deliveries, or they don't deliver mail to houses. So you'd have to I think I've seen a couple of people saying they had to use postal addresses. And then, excuse me, the other thing is, now once you have that person, that you're gonna edit their text number in. So all of this is something that AdSense is gonna ask of you once you have qualified with the 4,000 watch hours plus the 1,000 subscribers. So the first thing you worry about, just in advance, as a person who's prepared, you just find this person in advance, because the funniest thing that can ever happen is you get into having 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, and you don't even know anybody who could assist you in that country, because you're gonna have to first choose the country, but you need to be sure that at least there's somebody who could help you in that country. I had chosen South Africa first. AdSense allows you to then change the Google email that you're using, because I had chosen South Africa initially. So I closed that account with South Africa, and then I linked my other email address to my to another, just to make a new Google AdSense, then link it to my YouTube channel. Am I making sense? Am I making sense though? To open a Google AdSense, right, you need an email address. So when you open your YouTube channel, this is the same address that you're going to be using, but you're actually allowed to then use an Google AdSense, which is of a different email address from the one your YouTube uses. Then you just link it to your YouTube. Okay, that I feel like I'm making sense. So that's when I go to add my friend's names and his everything else, because that account was the one that didn't have his name, because the one that I used to open my YouTube had my name. That makes sense, right? Good. So I had initially went through the headache of not having. I had thought by the time I reached 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, I would be having somebody who could assist, but they started taking their time and whatever. And I don't know, maybe I'm the one who's been dramatic, but I was having a lot of anxiety about the whole thing, because I wanted, that moment when, because they kept sending you messages, emails, reminding you that you're supposed to add text, you're supposed to go through the address verification, and then once you reach a threshold, now they are asking for banking details, right? So when you see those things, you kind of need to respond to them. But luckily, before that text part and before the location part, you can actually change your email to someone else. You can also change your location to someone else, and for you to change your location, you would have to close that AdSense and open a new one. And to open AdSense, you can't open with that email address. You'd have to open with a new email address, and Google allows you to make as many email addresses as possible. So email accounts. So yeah, that happened. And then after now you've connected your new email address to your current channel, then you're gonna include those text numbers. Now you're gonna write information inside with that person's name. If you don't have your own, and also you're not in an eligible in an eligible country, because they need somebody who has a tax number. So in case you've always wondered how are younger kids able to get paid on YouTube, they use their parents' details. You're able to use somebody else's details. I suffered to find this information, you guys. I even went to Quora to just try and see if anybody has ever asked these questions, and there are people who were answering them, but they were kind of not being very clear. I don't know if they were being not so clear, or I was too stressed to actually comprehend. I don't know what was going on, but the whole thing was a headache for me, especially because there's actually no YouTube video, or at least I don't find it, that was being specific about can I use somebody else's details. Because the other lady that I came across, she's Nigerian, but she's unfortunately staying in a non-eligible. Nigeria is eligible, but she has relocated somewhere else. So where she has relocated, it's not eligible. So she had to use the details of somebody who is in Nigeria so that she's then able to benefit. But I think she wasn't like being specific that in actual fact you'd have to write everything in that person's name, banking detail, everything just has to match, so that when they send addresses and the verification pin, then that person is able to notice that mail as their own. So everything was being sent to my friend as if it's his, you get, because even the account, it's in his name, so nothing comes in my name. So right now, recently came across a mail where they were looking for payment details, right? So now I'm at the payment details part, and we're gonna find out how much I've earned. I haven't been creating much content, so I'm not really expecting a lot of money, but yeah, hopeful that it's at least enough for me to get a couple of equipment, so that, and I don't know, I haven't really decided what I'm trying to do with the money, but I just wanted to reinvest it, because normally when you first get money from something, it's best you put into it so that you can get more out of it. I think the other thing that I'm trying to do, the reason why I'm creating content at night right now, is because I'm learning how to, I really need to learn how to manage my time between my day work and the idea that I really enjoy this. So yeah, just in conclusion, and not to make this a video too long, how you are able to get monetized even if you're in an eligible country. It's not a legal thing to do, but it's something that you could do that would help you to get money, right? I don't know if legal is the right term, but I'm just saying they are not expecting such to happen, okay? So what you just do is, if you know somebody who is in a country that is listed, when you go to your settings, if you need me to do this in detail, showing you guys, we can do that. It's just that right now I'm between doing so many things, and I just wanted to put the video out there so that if anybody is in need at this particular point in time, they can at least find it, right? How to get monetized if you're in an eligible company. Yes, you can use somebody else's details who is in a country that is eligible, as long as you trust that person. I think I need to emphasize this, because we are talking about money, and also that person needs to trust you as well, because now you're putting their account, their details on the internet. Because one of the other people whom I had asked for help, he was very skeptical about the idea that I'm gonna be putting his items on the internet, and he was really against that. So I understood, because I can't force things, and also I would want somebody who is at peace with the whole thing. So when he wasn't that satisfied and stuff, I was cool with it. I couldn't force him. I could not, I was just like, okay, cool, on to the next one. Who else do I know who is out there whom would assist me with this whole thing? So a friend of mine was like, okay, we could give it a try. He was also skeptical because of the tax laws in the country that he's in. So there's those just minor things that are always going to be challenged in the whole thing. But we've since managed, and expecting first payment. So yeah, that's what's up, you guys. Just take a chance. And I got to find out everything when those guys told me that I'm now eligible, and YouTube make 1,000 tons of money unless you are like very consistent and you have a very large following and large number of people watching your content. Yes, then yes, there is money. Because I know a couple of ladies whom I watch who she even quit her day job just to focus on YouTube, right? Is quitting my day job to focus on YouTube something I'd want to do? I think I'd be motivated by, am I making enough money to do that, right? Because that was her reason for quitting. But just to do it something fun. I mean, if I have an income that's a passive income somewhere that's flowing in, then okay, I guess. But yeah, for now it's just one of those things I'm doing to keep sane. You, you know, we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it grows. But yeah, it's fun. It's something I'm learning how to do and I'm enjoying, you know. So yeah, let me just cut my video short. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm willing to assist you guys, because some other guy had actually posted saying he could help people, and then I tried to ask for help and he said Google it. Sir, you think I didn't Google? So anyway, guys, I won't be saying Google it to anybody because I know the stress involved. If there's anything I may have missed or skipped and you're coming across it while you're trying to do this whole thing, just hit me up. I reply to my comments, so I'll attend to that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found my content useful. Bye.